I'm Billy Russell. I'm the Vice President and CTO of Alliance Integrated Technology, primarily a media and entertainment focused technology integrator. We really focus on what the problems are in the media industry from both a performance perspective and a workflow perspective. So some of the things that we've been challenged with over the past years is having a file system structure, an infrastructure that can solve the latency issues that customers are facing through things like high frame rate video, 8K as an example at 60 frames per second. These are challenges that within a spinning disk infrastructure has always been difficult to solve. We've been able to solve them through scale, so if you need a massive amount of storage spinning disk to solve the problem, yeah, we can get through the workflows, but in the end what ends up happening is we're putting in much larger storage arrays from a capacity perspective, from a rack utilization perspective, power and cooling. They're much larger than they need to be just simply by way of the number of disks we need to solve the problem. What we found recently, or in the last year, through using Excelero and whatever file system we need to place on top of that, we can actually solve those problems in the exact footprint that the customer needs. So if they need 80 terabytes, but they need to deliver 20 gigabytes a second, doing that with spinning disk is extremely difficult because we need to put in hundreds of terabytes to get the performance through use of the spindles. With Excelero, NVMe has truly solved that. Excelero has given us the ability to cluster these very high performance NVMe disks into a single file system or into multiple file systems, allowing customers to truly design the capacity and the performance around their workflows. That's been revolutionary. On top of that, doing it on 100 gig Ethernet infrastructure or 40, 50 gig infrastructure, that has always been a desire of customers that till recently we haven't been able to solve. So when we started looking at what we could build with Excelero, with NVMe drives, and with our Ethernet infrastructure, we discovered the need for more of an appliance-driven model. Rather than just any off-the-shelf products, we actually wanted to take this to a industry-standard hardware infrastructure. So for example, rather than having pick-of-the-day servers, we've standardized our solution on Dell servers. What NVMe has brought to the table and what Excelero has brought to the table is the ability to solve these problems and not have to solve it at scale, meaning I need to put in a petabyte of storage to solve a 10-stream 4K 60p workflow. If the production workflow requires 80 terabytes, we can build an 80 terabyte solution that's going to deliver the 20 gigabytes per second. It's going to deliver the low latency, and it's going to deliver a footprint in the data center that's actually manageable. Less power, less cooling, less rack space, and ultimately less time engineering a solution or over-engineering a solution to solve what should be the main problem.